Alright, hello everybody, I'm here. Ah, man, yeah, welcome back. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one this morning. Couple hours, something like that. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I had to do some stuff this morning, sorting out some things, calling garages and tow companies and warranty stuff or whatever, and I think it's all in place and organized at least, so hopefully things continue in a good direction. We'll see. Anyway, it's honestly today, like this morning was like the worst part. It's the part I've been not looking forward to, but I kind of have just been like, I'm not going to deal with it until this morning, you know? And so waking up first thing calling was like, cool, like just get it done, you know? So yeah. You hate calling. No, me too. I know. Having to actually like deal with all of that. Especially when you bring into account like all of the fucking like hold menus and, you know, everything. But yeah, it seems good. The timing of it was kind of great because essentially the tow company took my car to a local depot to then deliver it to my address. My car broke down over the weekend, Shackers, so it was like a Saturday night sort of 2 a.m. thing. Tow company took it to like a local place, and then they were like, yeah, after the weekend we'll deliver it to your address. So everything, garages and all that sort of stuff, they're all closed over the weekend. So as soon as I could this morning, I woke up and I'm like, right, I just had to be like, you just have to do it, you know. Call the garages, call the warranty people, just see if I can get the tow truck to deliver the car to the garage instead, because I'm not going to move it if it gets to mine. So, managed to do it. But I called everything, and then I was like, right, next I need to call the tow company. I called them, and it's really lucky, because basically the tow company was already in transit. They had like left not too long before, but they were going to be bringing the car to mine. So if I hadn't have done it, I would have just had the car on my doorstep probably about now, to be honest. So luckily they were able to redirect it. So yeah, it's just a nuisance, isn't it? It's just a pain. Everything's like fine, but it's more of just a headache. Anyway, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, now then, talking about headaches, let's play Blueprints. What did we do last time? I don't even remember. It was the other side of the weekend. We did the box thing, didn't we? We ended the game with the box, and it was like, you have reached the end. Now, I haven't reached the fully end because there's still extra things to work out. And I'm going to hopefully do that, at least a bit of that today. So yeah, I'm ending at the normal end time. Yeah, I'm probably going to end at about 1:30, 1:45, something like that. So we'll go for another couple hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. Yeah, it's going to be a shorter one this morning because of everything, but hopefully though tomorrow and Wednesday, Thursday, things should be pretty much normal. I don't know, but it should be. Right, okay, what did we do? What did we need to do? I got the tasks here, right? Now, there's the urns in the outer room. I don't think that's important, but we could try that at some point if we got the monk blessing. Figure out the cryptograph. That's the one that Lady Baroness Orave gave us. Swan Song acronym? I don't know. I feel like we gotta try and discover that at some point. try doing a run with as much of one color as possible. So we got the banner and I think the scepter as well. This was when you first find it, choose a color. If you call it a day in that room's color, Royal Scepter will not be lost, so we'll keep it. Okay. That's fine. So we want to try and keep the moon, the scepter if we can. There's the dead end stuff as well, isn't there, to figure out, which we could try. But remember, can you change the... You can, yeah, but it's... You have to... You can only change it when you re-find it again, so you have to lose it and then get the treasure trove so you can get it back. But I've got the monk... no, I've got the chest power-up as well. And the chest power-up, this everyday resets, so I can choose whatever. So I don't really know where to go. I'm not sure on the next direction, really. I think the cryptograph matters. Maybe now that we've got a bunch of the other stuff, maybe it's... Okay, let me just go through these tasks. So Swan Song, one color, build the den in the outer room, maybe. Blessing of the Monk. Try out some different rooms. We could do that still. Yeah, don't worry, Derp. Don't you worry, dude. Check out all the Tomb New Clue. So I could just scour through those books again to make sure we've got everything, right? That could be interesting. But I think we've got most of those things. I think the stuff that's in front of us now is that cryptograph. That bastarding cryptograph. This. If we could figure that out, that would be amazing. Okay, so there's also the investor needed, does it never end, denoted in verse. Don't understand that, really. Trying the day in the bedrooms listed in sleep diary. Yeah, that's not really much of a task. We've figured that out. I want to get a tunnel in column E. 20 dead ends. We could do the dead end thing for the trophy, maybe. 8th angel points to our dreams. There is a thing maybe at the bottom of the reservoir. I could drain it and check down there with like a shovel or something. We could give that a go. Clock Tower Poem, see screenshot, not sure what it means. Okay, Clock Tower Poem. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried on westwardly winds, road like the moon of the north. Eastwards I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. And forth is spelt like the number 4. I don't know what significance that has. I really don't. Clock Tower Poem, so reach room 46 and under and out. There, that's like just trophy stuff, so I could do that there and that there. Put them together. in its own little category. Okay, anything else with a new clue? I don't think there is going to be now. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. I kind of am tempted to take a look, but I don't think there's anything that I've missed. There might be. There might be. The Arajan letter, I want to look at that as well. I think that's more of like a lore thing than anything else, but it would be worth looking at. Once you feel most things are discovered, deliberately cause a gemstone cave-in. In breaker box, there's a switch called cabinet scribbled out. Okay, so is that everything? Okay. Why don't we just try and get into things? I could do shelter and I could do the lab experiment straight away. Why don't we try that? And in fact, I wonder if something happens if we build, like, you know, I just don't know, but I'm kind of tempted to see if we get entire blue house or something. I could try for like an entirely blue house. There was the stuff with the spiral of stars, which I think I was writing down. Yeah. Okay. Let's log in. I'm gonna check as well the... I want to check the staff announcements, see if there's anything new. Okay, Friday, March 11th, we had an informal staff meeting today in Reddington, and we all agreed that providing you with more assistance will expedite our return to work. We feel we've had more than enough vacation. Of course, if you prefer to work independently, please feel free to disregard our more helpful messages on these boards. Okay. Randolph, can you see on the network how many upgrade discs Simon's found? I thought it might be helpful to him if he knew how many were still left. According to the last backup I did, I believe there was a total of 16 upgrade discs that we produced. According to the network record, it looks like Simon has found and used 15 upgrades, which would mean he has one left. Really? The fuck? Simon, last weekend I started making a list of upgrade discs I knew of. It's only half of them, but hopefully it will be of some help. Her ladyship's chamber, mechanarium, freezer, morning room, tomb, great hall, vault, and garage. I don't know if I've got all those. I'm sure I have, though. The morning room, maybe not. Maybe I should look at that. Okay, let's put this in the tasks. Okay. Oh, and I think there's one in the archives, but it's locked in a file cabinet. Anne might know where that key is. There's actually 2 file cabinet keys I hid for the Baron, but I think the one you're talking about is buried by the grill in the patio. I'd have to double check the aquarium to be certain. Yeah, cool. I don't mind, like, all of these things. It's kind of cool that they're giving some of these out, right? Right, let's remote terminal access to the lab. Okay. Experiment setup. Let's go. Ooh. Let's go for each bedroom you draft after your second. Permanently increase your lockpicking skills. Let's do that. Yeah, okay. What I can do is go on to this. Can I? Oh well. I thought I might be able to change it to bedrooms, but no. That's alright. Basically, if I... If I find bedrooms, I will build them. I just wish I knew. Wish I knew what to do. Huh. If you read a new clue, he'd know what to do. Ah, there's the bed thing. I wanted to look at bed with blue X in book. Dig under bed. X marks the spot or nothing. I don't know. I wonder if it's linked somehow. I need a shovel anyway for that. Major and minor? Do I do this here? Yeah, I guess we could. A bit early to use the gems, but sure it'll be alright. Right, we had this, didn't we, with the... the rooms. What did that do? The footage. It showed us footage. And... yeah, I don't know, but I was kind of curious if there was other stuff with it. I don't think there is. Definitely want us to build the workshop. We've had it every draw so far. Okay. Can't do the garage, unfortunately. I'll try a kennel. I'll go another direction though, because we don't yet have a shovel. I'm just trying to think. I don't think there's another reason we need the boiler room. I don't think there is. I don't think we need it now. The gallery, we'll be able to pick up some gems. Right. Redraw, I think. Yep. Yep. It's better. It's nap time. Go, dude. Have fun. Enjoy. Sweet dreams. I'll go with Den. Be back before you end stream. Yeah, no worries. I reckon it'll be around 1:45. It might be a little bit later. We'll see. We'll see. But I won't be doing a super long stream. Anyway. Take care, dude. See you in a bit, dude. I got some puzzling to do. I'm thinking. Hello, little doggy. I could do with a shovel. I could do with basically a lot of stuff. This is pretty shit at the minute. I just don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe a silver key. I'm going to try and build a house without a red room. Maybe that'll do something. It's going to be tough, though. How many security doors do I have? Sorry, how many, mech rooms or whatever? I've got 2. Security and the workshop, so I would say probably if I do dove code, it does do dove code. Not had any green rooms yet offered. Really? I don't know. Let's just freeze things. It's okay. If I end up quitting this run earlier than I do, you know, that's okay. Oh, it's a dead end, yeah. I can't do anything. Ah, shit. Alright, rip. Well, in that case, what happens if we only have built blue rooms? Let's just see. Charming car, yeah, nah. Yeah. I'm really wondering here what's best. I'm feeling like I need to just start looking at the memo thing, the cryptograph, but I really also don't want to because it's it's like a super in-depth puzzle thing just to look at and stare at and hopefully find something, but shit. Okay. We just got to peel the band-aid off, whatever. So, right. This is what we're dealing with. Trying to get my light to fix, but it's not. There, okay. Where is it? Yeah. Cryptograph. Okay. There are... I do not know what we start with here. I don't have a clue what we start with. But there's... Cryptograph. I found a curious square, a grid of words written in a hand I immediately recognized. My mother's. Numerous pages containing traces of my brother's fruitless attempts over the years. Where are those pages? It was a bittersweet find. Homing to a career's worth of our mother's notes and correspondence. The search culminated in the discovery of a letter my mother had written a local professor requesting additional material for use in the creation of a cryptograph. This meager clue was the only shred of evidence in her belongings that mentioned this project. But where would her belongings be? This is one thing that maybe I feel like we need. I'm content to leave a few stones unturned. I will lay down this burden and leave this stone, and the winding path of intrigue it proceeds, for future generations to explore. Is that a clue? Is that something... The winding path it proceeds. It's not something to do with, like... looking under here, right? Like, is that ridiculous? If I go to the outer room, hopefully we'll get a tool shed. I'll see if I can get a shovel. It might be stupid, but that seems to me, the whole thing of leaving no stone unturned. Give me a shovel, please. Fuck you. Alright. Let me put that in. Okay. Accompanying letter says about leaving it might be nothing, you know, like often these things are just, that's what makes it so interesting, is it could be a total red herring, but it's just, I'm looking through that letter because I feel like Herbert is not someone, he's not someone to just leave things without any sort of deliberation, you know, so I feel like it would make sense that he would have given us some sort of clue. I'm gonna... Banner of the King, shop rooms, please. Hope for the commissary. And a shovel. Yes. Beautiful, that's a great start. Okay, right, let's go see if there is something outside. It's just that end of the letter. I'm I'm content to leave a few stones unturned. A life without some mystery is a life without imagination. So I will lay down this burden and leave this stone. And the winding path of intrigue it proceeds for future generations to explore. Could literally be metaphorical. But I do partly wonder if one of these... I've got the shovel. Maybe I need a jackhammer. Just digging out, clicking everywhere. Fuck. Winding path it proceeds. No! Okay. Intent to leave this stone unturned. There's a dig spot by the bridge. This is where we found the microchip. Although... yeah, I guess it's unrediggable. Damn. Okay. That's a shame. Okay. It might be that we don't have the right tool. It may be that we need the workshop and to build a jackhammer. But it also may literally just be that it's a total... I'm barking up the wrong tree. Where's another winding path? Another winding path could be out... Winding path... There is a winding path this way, but I really don't think this is gonna be... the answer. Not here. I think this is... we've seen everything here, I would argue. Yeah. Okay. Just wipe something off the list. Okay. Cool. Okay, there's music change. A winding path. Yeah, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything. That's a shame. Okay, fine. Right, so then in that case, what else? That does seem too intriguing to me. Tried outside with shovel, nothing. Okay. If I do make a jackhammer, then yeah, we'll try it out. Okay, so then let's dig into it. This is going to be... Oh man, this is going to be long. Okay, so pigs. Oh. What on earth is Baroness Orave trying to tell us? What's she trying to code? What do you think she's trying to say? Like, looking at, like, for example, the fourth line, right? You've got, like, the tree, road, made, slab, and rock. And then if you look at the one beneath, hand, vase, safe, clay, and toes. So... hand, I mean, I don't know, but like a vase and clay feel like they, if it, you make a vase, right, from clay. Hey Sassy, how are you today? What kind of game is this? It's about to become a very good kind of game. Toes, of course, toes. It's time to study feet. You're good, yeah? Nice, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm doing good. I'm pretty tired. It's been a bit of a mad weekend. But yeah, doing good. I've just got my coffee. I might need another one though soon. I'm like finishing this one, already preparing for my next, you know. I'm essentially trying here to figure out this strange ass puzzle, and I don't have a real clue. I think today I need to look at it properly and really dig into what different things could be. But I don't know where to begin, really. Like if I ask like the question of like what could she be telling us? I have no idea. What would she have wanted Simon to find out? Simon Senior. 5 by 5. Is it a sentence? I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard. Sassy, did you do much with the PoE stuff? I saw your link, by the way, on Discord about the league. And I meant to say about it, for anybody interested. It's up and running, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, if you're on Discord, guys, and you play Path of Exile, Sassy has set up like a private league that's just sort of meant to be more like chill and actually able to, you know, have a group of people that you're in with, you know. So your friend and you got tired of trading. Private leagues are always a much better experience. It's a really cool idea. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you said about it. I guess with the private league, like, you can just... Do you have, like, shared, like, storage and stuff? I don't really understand how that would work in terms of equipment. But is that something that you can just, you know, put stuff in, or and then someone else can take it out? You can invite people to your guild that you made for it as a guild stash. Oh yeah, cool. Nice. Yeah, which is, I can imagine, is really helpful, right? For if you're doing a certain build or something, that you could then, like, yeah, like if someone's doing a certain build, and someone else finds a good bit of treasure that, or, you know, loot, that you could be like, well, you know, this might be useful. What's up, Intoxic? How are you? How was your weekend, dude? Welcome. How was your gig on Friday? Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's been a weekend. It's been a weekend. I feel like I've already sort of... I don't want to sound like I'm just a broken record on it, but basically I had a gig on Friday, which was, you know, was great. And then Saturday, another gig, which also was good. But afterwards, my car broke down. So it was like... I've only had it for about 6 months. So it's just kind of like a bit of an annoying thing, really. So Saturday night was rough. But yeah, this morning I've been on to, like, garages and warranty people and stuff to just, like, try and get that sorted. So yeah. So I'm a bit tired today, but yeah, everything's, like, good, you know. It's just annoying, but yeah. Yeah, unexpected interference with tight plans. That's it. That's all it is. It's just the most annoying thing, right? Yeah, no, thanks, dude. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of things that is kind of lucky, really, and worked out well. It's good that it happened after the gigs, in a way, and not we were meant to have another gig on Sunday, but it got cancelled, so we didn't end up having to play. And that's also like lucky, right? So that I don't have to I didn't have to like figure out how to get there and stuff. At least it's been a bit, it happened on the right end of stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, yeah, how about you? Hope the weekend was good. I'm trying to work out this cryptograph thing, and I'm just staring at it being like, right, I think what I might do is just rule out the idea of anything to do with unturned stones. I'm it's probably nothing, you know, but I'm still kind of curious. Do I really care? Maybe we could do stars. Maybe we could do stars. Hello Lega2. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Mind if I drop my thoughts? I don't know the answer, but I feel it's an avenue you've not considered. I'm interested what you might mean. Do you think it's... How vague? Yeah, I know. I think that's the thing. It looks like a layered cipher from your childhood puzzle adventure books. Okay. Yeah. See, this is the thing, right? Is that I feel like I don't really know. I don't really know what it's even trying to tell me. Obviously, but I also don't know how to work this out, and that's why I'm just having to kind of sit with it and just, yeah, like spend some time with it, I suppose. But it is obviously very coded. What was the adventure books you used to do? Because I remember like having some adventure books growing up, and I'm curious. Although the ones we had mainly were like choose your own adventure, you know. I think we had like a few of those. Osborne Puzzle Adventures. That's cool. Hybrid comic book and picture puzzles. Seriously? No way, that's so interesting. I actually loved like the whole like puzzle book thing. Or like, yeah. Like I said, for us it was kind of like those choose your adventure things. You had like a character sheet and, you know, had to do stuff like roll the dice and make a choice and whatever, and they were so good. But I never had, I don't think I ever had like a puzzle book in to that degree. Gonna go for a laundry. Yeah, solo TTRPG books, basically. Yeah. What's the bet there is something somewhere that blatantly gives you the answer? Maybe. I feel like the further you go through, though, it's kind of... It's harder for me now to imagine places where you could find that. But not to say there isn't. We used to have, one of the main ones we had was, I think there was a couple of different ones, but one of the main ones was Sonic the Hedgehog. This was like, would have been towards the end of the 90s. And yeah, I remember like playing that a lot. There was one, and I can't remember what it was. It wasn't Sonic. So difficult though. A rock, it's a clue. Maybe. You're at this stage, yeah? You gotta be going into rooms you've been 100 times to find something you've not seen. Yeah, well, to be fair, that's true actually, yeah. Last time we did find that one little sheet of paper in the attic, and it was actually kind of ridiculous. Yep. But it is that point now where you're thinking like, what have I missed? Like, what can I look at? It's tough to even know which direction to go in, really. Yeah. The hard thing about the cipher is whether it's looking at a bunch of four-letter words or whether it means something completely different. Exactly, yeah, yeah. Let's make that common. I like the pool. Jim's fine. It's easy to become paranoid, isn't it? Where you start thinking that you've missed something, or, you know. As well, because of, like, the variables. Like, there's a lot of variables. Like, you might need it might be that you've got the room you need, but you need a jackhammer or something, you know, which, yeah. Obviously, it's kind of tough to deal with sometimes, but yeah. Anyway. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Appreciate it. Not all the hotspots show up unless you have the tool. Yeah, no, they don't. Exactly. Yeah, you don't know if you found a dig spot, for example. So, did they make a sentence of all four-letter words or not? Who the hell knows, huh? Hey, Dr. McCarthy. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Well, thanks for the lurk, actually. Sorry, I've just seen that's a lurk emote. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go here. I'm looking for a broken lever, and then I can make a jackhammer. That would be lovely. I got the inkwell. I think what I might do is... Oh, shit, I didn't read the thing. Spiral of Stars. The sentence. If you have less than 40... Okay. If you have less than 40 something. My notes. You have less than 40. I'm gonna say that's gonna be steps, I reckon. And maybe it's something to do with we get extra steps or something. I don't know. Spiral of Stars is weird and quite incredible in how it's like it it seems to give this like negative, positive, like balance all the time. Oh, shit, I need to stop wasting steps, but yeah. Just hoping that translating that page doesn't give you a decode for a message you've not yet found. It probably will. It probably will. To be honest, this game is brutal like that, right? Every puzzle just leads you on to another puzzle. No, you wouldn't be surprised. No, nor me. Nor me. I have to say, like, you know, we've talked about this before, but I've been playing this game for quite a long time. It has been a long time. Choices, choices, choices. Security. And the fact that, I mean, it's been difficult. Some of it is like stuff that is taking a long time for me to figure out. And, you know, the old classic self-doubt comes in where you start thinking like, oh, you know, like other people get this fast, and it's stupid, right? Stupid stuff like that. But the point is, it has maintained like new puzzles and new discoveries like through this entire time, and like fine, some of these things are difficult, but you're still finding like new stuff. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's a backup to the painting puzzle in the workshop, mate. If it is that. Yeah, I think I would probably burn the whole thing to the ground. Hey, did you know the paintings are in pairs? So incredibly well built. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Yeah, I don't think... I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything. There's one... Maybe there was just one thing that I found sent me down a little bit further than I needed to, but I don't think that's entirely the game's fault. And that was just the chess, like, thing. The castle chess thing. From last week. But, again, I'm not really sure it's entirely on the game, really. I basically went... I thought the solve to a puzzle was, like, 2 or 3 steps further than what I had actually got. And so the answer was, like, way simpler than what I was thinking it would be. I'll go a break room. I don't really care about going in though. Yeah, true. We got a potato stream, right? I did get to chop potatoes. They're good times. Okay. I'm just gonna go collect some food. Like, the lab to me still feels suspicious. You know? It still feels like there's something going on. Only because there's loads of workings out, but... yeah, I've done, like, pretty much everything, as far as I know. that there is to do in there. Anyway. Where's the... Oh, breaker box is down there. Okay. Good. Oh. News these ads. Yeah, no, it's just been crazy good, isn't it? It's been amazing. But I do hope that I can find some answers now. So one thing that will bug you, the Zoltar machine in the rumpus room says you'll never find the 8th red letter. You want to prove that guy wrong? Yeah, I know. That's still hanging around in the back of my mind. I can't accept that there's not one. I really can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 20 steps. Let's do it. 25 steps. Cool. You think there's something? Okay, so this is my one thought, right? And it's highly likely to be wrong. It's highly likely. But this is why I'm looking for a broken lever. But basically, there's a letter before. It accompanies it, right? Now, nothing is accidental. I feel like so much in this game is deliberate, and Herbert especially is deliberate in the way he writes things, right? Now, a lot of this is just telling the story about where the cryptograph came from. Yeah. Now, there is stuff that says about this, right? Extensive research, combed through a career's worth of the mother's notes, culminated in the discovery of a letter that the Baroness Oreve had written, requesting additional material for use in the creation of a cryptograph. This meager clue was the only shred of evidence in her belongings that mentioned this project. Now, then he says, I have not been able to find the answer, right? But then the last page just made me think. I was reading it this morning, and I'm like, this sentence, I think I'm content to leave a few stones unturned. A life without some mystery is a life without imagination. Maybe this might be nothing. Might be absolutely nothing. But it's just so I will lay down this burden and leave this stone and the winding path of intrigue it proceeds for future generations to explore. It feels to me like he is trying to say, hey, like, look under a stone. You know? How literal is that? That's the question I'm wondering. So, right. To catch you up. I've been outside with a shovel and not found anything. I've tried to go and dig, check out some stones. I have not found a thing. However, I don't know if I need, instead of needing a shovel, maybe I need a jackhammer, because a jackhammer is like the upgraded shovel, and that allows you to, sorry, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do a mechanarium. That allows you to dig through like harder surfaces, basically. What's the path it's describing? It just says it's like a winding path. It just precedes the winding path. And I think, metaphorically, he's just talking about the winding path of life's discovery, right? The winding path that you don't know where it leads, you just follow it, right? But if you were to be very literal about it, you could argue that maybe he's talking about there being a path on the estate that is winding. Again, I could be reading into this. Probably am. I'm assuming that I am. But it could be that there's a pathway on the estate. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm coming where I'm coming from. However, to get a jackhammer, I need a broken lever. So I'm looking everywhere I can to try and find that. And I cannot find it. Hopefully it's somewhere. You think it has legs? Legs. Of course. Toes. Hands. Could be in the lost and found, but we risk losing something, so I'm not going to look in there yet. I'm going to look in the rumpus room. Okay, I've got enough steps to run back round to this side. We could check out the dark room, go to the den, follow these pathways a little bit before building further here, I think. Okay. As I go back, I'm just going to run some ads, guys. They've got to run once an hour. I've been snoozing them, but I can't do it anymore. So as I make my way back, I'll just get these done out of the way, okay? So see you, if you do get them, I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right. Yeah. If there is not a broken lever somewhere, I don't know what we'll do. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thanks. Because all we need to build it, I've got the battery pack and I've got the shovel. So we just need, that's the final ingredient, and we can make the jackhammer and then explore. All being well, it's here somewhere. Shall I set up a lab experiment too? Or did I already do that? I did. Oh, I did do that. Okay. Oh yeah, but we lost 2 stars because of the spiral. Fuck. Okay, fine. Where am I going? The end in north. Right, there should be an item in here. Yes! Okay, right. We got it. Yeah, good. Let's go to the workshop. I'll build it. And we'll check it out. It's just the fact that he mentions it, like, twice in the letter. Like, to me is weird. I just can't imagine he wouldn't give any sort of clue. I hope. Right, jackhammer. It's mentioned a couple of times, yeah, right. And because he talks about the stone preceding a winding path. Does make me think there's something in there. So the winding path, I would say, is probably the outer room. That's where I'm thinking. I did check this pathway here before. This is probably going to be nothing, so, you know, let's just already accept it, you know? There would definitely be a symbol. Oh, God. I just want to have something. Yeah. Legato, no. I will lay down this burden and leave this stone, and the winding path of intrigue it proceeds. For future generations to explore. The other thing I would think is the garage could let you through. There's loads of stones, yeah, I know. It's just the fact that it says it precedes something that I thought, or maybe, but yeah. It should come up with a symbol if there is anything. So I don't think there is. Not, at least not there. Yeah, that's fine. Shit. No, of course. Yeah, we'll keep looking. But I oh man, it's so gutting, isn't it? When you think maybe, and then it's like discovering that you're wrong. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen everything there is to see down there. So don't think that's going to be anything. The thing I do feel though is that if it was gonna be a stone, it says about proceeding along a winding path, and I feel like it wouldn't be. Part of me thinks it would be kind of obvious. Like nothing that you would think to look at if you didn't have that clue. Do you know what I mean? But still something that... Like I just don't think it's like going to be some random stone like one of these. I'm still checking them, but... The winding path up to the castle... the old throne room we could try again, I guess. I just don't think it's gonna be here or... No. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Is that where the crystal cave was? Is what? If there's nothing here, the only other place I can think it would be is outside the garage. So I could go down the foundation, and or sorry, down through to the foundation. There's nothing here. I don't think it'll be any of these things. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay. I will cause a cave-in at some point, but not yet. Hey, Andrew. What about the gear room where you change the orientation? Oh, like the mechanarium? No, wait, sorry. You mean the rotunda? Well, that... I mean, yeah, it could be. It could be a room. I don't have much. Yeah, the crystal cave is at the end of there, yeah. Yeah, I don't have many steps left. 19. If I go to the foundation, I'll unlock the dining room food, actually, so... I haven't caused the cave-in, no. If I went there now, I could, because I've got the jackhammer. We could just keep on digging and cause it to collapse, but... I don't want to do it yet. I mean, I don't... Part of me wonders if I just do it, if I'm honest. Do we just let the chaos commence? I'm kind of at the point where I'm like... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not dead set on keeping it just for 2 gems. Yeah, there was a warning. It said basically if every time you dig using the jackhammer, it'll give you an extra gem, right? But if every time you do that, it will increase the chance of a cave-in, and if there's a cave-in, then you will not be able to get the free gems at the beginning of the day. I see you have the blue tents. Out of curiosity, how many notes have you read? I have read all of the blue memos. I could look through them as well. Every now and then I kind of get a little bit lonely. Every now and then. Every now and then I remember that I've not done that, or not looked back at them. Yeah. Yeah, every last one. Hey, True Power. Hello, hello. So it's like a dare on its own. Yeah, it is, Legacy, yeah. So we're still on the cryptograph. We are. Yeah. I'm chasing wild geese. Wild gooses. Trying to figure something out. But yeah. Still think you're missing the... Yeah, really. Yeah. Well, I kind of... Garage. I know garage. Well, this sucks. It can be built here, yeah, because you have to do it to get the rank 8 garage memo. This is unbelievable. Holy shit. Wow, man. First try. The throne... No, not... I haven't... Not now that it's a blue room. Okay. Shit. Okay. We'll check that out too. I had to fight for that one, eh? I really did. Oh, that's a Lizzie, right? Yeah, nice. Cool. I thought I recognized it. Yeah, no. I think we can safely bet that the whole stone unturned thing is not gonna lead to anything. That's fine. I was hopeful, but I think part of it was probably copium, right? You just holding on. Okay, cool. So what we could do then is look for the throne room thing. Let's see. We go silver key. And yeah, redraw till we get a throne room. Hey, okay, cool. Better luck. Right, so is there gonna be one? I really hope so. It is indeed blue. I think it's something that we've already got, or essentially I don't think it leads us to anything new. I don't think. So that's the cryptograph is in the vault, and the vault one tells us family core is unlocked only by the sum of its digits. Yeah, I think we do. I think that's the point. We already have the family core, yeah. Family core is only unlocked by the sum of its digits. And that was 53 and 8. It was the 8 key. Yeah, the 8 key unlocked the door. And inside that was where we got the letter. Family core found in the family vault, or is kept, whatever. Okay. Yeah, yeah, right. Well, I mean, it would be great if we could just press a button and sit and just mull things over. You know? If there was a sit button, that would be amazing. What was in the vault? It was this letter. It was the... where is it? This. Here's the vault. And here's the letter. And the cryptograph. Okay. Alright. You know what it is, and I think this is... there's probably a term for it, psychological term. You know, when you just, like, put off what you know you need to do? So you kind of come up with other things, other tasks that are like, maybe there's a stone I need to go and unturn. And really... Is it procrastination? Yeah, I guess it would be. But it's like, I know that I need to do it. But I keep going like, yeah, I'm gonna dig under the stone. Maybe that'll figure the puzzle out, you know? When really what I just have to do is look at it and try and find out what this is supposed to be telling me. So, yeah. Hey, Smet, welcome, dude. How you doing? Good job? Yeah, we're getting there. I haven't kept up much on blueprints lately. Anyone found any meaning for the ladders in rooms and pointing fingers in rooms? I don't know anything myself with that. If there is anything, yeah. If anyone does know, keep the chat spoiler free, but feel like obviously you can whisper or whatever, but yeah. I don't know anything. I have a suspicion, but I don't know anything. Besides the clue and the letter, anything else? No. No, nothing. We've just got to sweat it out, I guess. We just got to sweat it out. Like some sort of fever. Some sort of virus. Just got to sweat the solution out. Okay, alright. Here we go. So, I was looking at this before. What are we looking at? What's she trying to tell us? What would she have wanted Simon to figure out? Or Herbert? Or us? Why is Joya on the list? The angel of cooks or whatever, right? It's 5x5 grid. Is it a sentence, a list of directions? Is it related to the house layout? Because you are dealing with 5 columns, yeah? Like, so I wonder if this sits somehow in the house, but I don't know. I don't know how you would relate pigs to anything. How would you relate Joya to anything? You know? Well, I looked at the letter before. If you do, yeah, try, like, if you do know, try not guide me, but, if you want to see what the letter says. So my obsession with ciphers was renewed after my brother died, for among his journals I found a curious square, a grid of words written in a hand I immediately recognized. My mother's. Accompanying this discovery were numerous pages containing traces of my brother's fruitless attempts over the years to decipher this grid. It was a bittersweet find. The excitement I felt was tempered by memories of the unique bond my mother and brother had always shared. I was the child with an interest in puzzles and wordplay, and it was Simon to whom she bequeathed this cryptic gift. With all respect to my late brother, it became clear, after spending time poring over his notes, that he was not very suited to this challenge. Occasionally he stumbled upon some promising ideas, but none of them were thoroughly pursued. Where I will give him credit, however, is in the extensive research he conducted. Combing through a career's worth of our mother's notes in correspondence, this search culminated in the discovery of a letter my mother had written a local professor requesting additional material for use in the creation of a cryptograph. This meager clue was, according to his survey, the only shred of evidence in her belongings that mentioned this project. Okay, right. That's the first page that says anything that I've thought of something, right? Is this letter. But also it's the local professor. Now, to be very... I will come back to the letter shortly, but I've looked at this and I wasn't exactly sure, right? But a local professor, I don't know who that would be. The only professor that we know is the person who wrote Realm and Rune. Now, Realm and Rune, I've got the book here somewhere. Realm and Rune was written by Professor R. Willard. Yep, in 1905. So that's the date that this was written. 1905. If I come back up here, right, to the deed for the house. The deed of the house was given to Lady Orivey of Trinsdale when? It was 1912. So 1912, the house was given to Lady Orivey. I don't know if this professor is that local professor. It's someone who's frankly just called Professor Willard. I don't know. But if it is that they are local, if it is, then the timing of this book and Lady Orivey being alive does match up, right? However, she would have asked him for more information in building a cryptograph. I'm really stretching things here. I'm really stretching. This is the only information we have from any professor that I know of, and it's Realm and Rune. So my one thought is maybe there's something in this book, you know? I don't know. It's okay, honestly. I don't want directions. Thanks though, Smet. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna follow this path, and the way it's gonna have to work is I'm just gonna have to figure something and go like, nope, can't do that. Rule it out and move on to the next thing, you know? So, yeah. There's so much information on this game that you pick up that it's just kind of like... That's my one concern, is that I've missed something. But I want to rule stuff out, and then at the end of the day, if I'm utterly stuck, like I will ask, you know? I will ask some questions that should give me hints, but yeah. Anyway. It's very sneaky. I had a feeling it might be. Also, yeah, Legatu, sorry. Yeah, it's, great-grandmother. It's... Herbert is our great-uncle, and it's Herbert and Herbert's brother Simon's mother. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna have a little scan through. I mean, this is just talking about sigils. Welcome, Random Red, as well. Hope all's well. Good to see you. I just don't feel like this is really... Okay, the only thing I think... No, I don't think. I don't. The only thing I know is that I don't know. Ah, yeah, no, thanks, man. I do appreciate it. It is, yeah. Honestly, just, yeah. Feel free to put in a peepo giggle or something, or a sip or something. Yeah. Wise words. Have you seen any other professors, though? So this is the thing. I'm trying to figure out if I have. I have made a list of all the names because I wanted to make sure I write down every new name that I've seen. Yeah. The problem is, on that list, there's only one professor. I will take a closer look. List of suspects or dead cases or something had those names. I don't think they matter. I don't think a lot of these names matter. It's just more... more to hopefully try and, you know, remind me of things or, you know, spark thoughts, but I don't think there is. Not that I've written. Yeah, 12-year-old professor. Hey, you never know. I don't think this is giving me anything. Okay, so to come back to where we were, right? The letter said about the discovery of a letter the mother had written to a local professor, requesting additional material for use in the creation of a cryptograph. I have found, the other day I was sure that I'd seen something with this handwriting before, and I looked through all of my screenshots and had nothing that matched it. But it was really weird because I'm looking at it going like, I could swear that I've seen something with this handwriting. But I don't know. What I will do, let's look through the room directory. No, the handwriting was that was Baroness Orival's Orival? Orave? Like, part of me wonders if we look through the rooms, it'd spark like a, you know, maybe we need to draft a certain room. Orave. Ah, okay, so maybe it's the study. Maybe after the passing of the Baroness Orave, her private study was claimed by her eldest son. For years he immersed himself in the countless notebooks she left behind. The only thing is that I feel like I've run through this a lot to look for stuff and not found much. So, I mean, maybe we try and draft it and have a closer look. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Waika? How you doing? We are indeed doing more blueprints. Trying to. What was the note for the study? My memory is not that good. Good question, though. That'd be so great if your memory was good enough to just sift through it and be like, yep, that was this, you know? It'd be awesome. Super helpful. This is why it's just unbelievably lucky and good that we were taking screenshots. Like, because there's no way you'd remember it all. Have I missed it? Treasure trove? It's a bit overwhelming when you've got tons of notes to sift through, but study was one of the later ones I got, apparently. Oh yeah, it's about the chessboard. Yeah, that's it. I do want to find it now. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe I didn't screenshot it because it was just like, yeah. Maybe I was just being wasteful. It's up here somewhere. It said something. It said something. Wish I could just throw ideas at you. Yeah, it's tough, right? Because I think, especially if you're playing the game and you know, you find certain things, like it's obviously it's a tough one. I know it's hard. Sassy, hello, you're earning points again. It's fixed, I'm glad to hear it. Right. I'm gonna go for a study. Just use the stars until we get it. Hopefully. Just burning through them, yeah. Okay. Right, so what do we got? There's probably nothing. I feel like I've looked through this so many times. This is Herbert. I don't know, man. I feel like I've already looked and looked and looked. It's just funny, isn't it, how it's like the room description says about her countless notes. And it's like, you come in here, you're like, well, I can't see a thing. I mean, there's tons of books, but yeah. Damn you, Herbert, yeah. I mean, it's only this letter, but that's just, yeah, this is the Caleb Manning thing to Mary. What's the point in that? Oh, the number 1 from the door, from the holly door thing, that remains overlaying whatever you're looking at. Not noticed that before. Okay. Like that is, I'm pretty sure that's just what, I'll get a screenshot. I don't think I have one, but I think it's just a standard Isn't it just this? It's the same thing, so it's not anything special. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. You open all the doors in Sanctum. Nice. You need to read through history book and figure out the sigils for... Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, very nice. Which two have you got left? Which two sigils? Oh dear, this is tough. Okay. I'm really not sure here what I should look at. I'm looking through all the letters now. This might not be related to anything, but I'm looking through all the letters now, just looking at every underlined phrase and seeing if that forms some sort of message. We got all, third time, there's sign, dead end. This is third time. Been something I wanted to do for a while, but not bothered. Time to sort pictures, yeah. Welcome. We've had a potato stream already where we've chopped potatoes. Now we're gonna sort through photos. Brace yourselves. I could look up in the attic. I could. But I feel like maybe I've missed more. Maybe I have. I know there's a big old picture of the Baroness. Look, with a little wry smile, you know, like she's like aware of so many secrets. Potato streamer's top tier. I mean, I was glad for it, you know. Is it easy to load them onto something more betterer? Maybe? I have no clue. You guys who have played this, who might know, I feel like I've heard a lot mentioned about a thing called OneNote that people use. Apparently that's good. No. Used Obsidian, and you've been using OneNote. think we can go further and find something more better. More better. Okay, you used Obsidian? Obsidian? Was that like on PC? Was that just like a Windows like app or something? Oh. Ah, shit. Okay, maybe I need to. I don't know. I'm not sure. Obviously, right now, I'm not going to bother, but I'm just wondering if is this something that I do? Do I take on this extra task of resorting everything? It has got to a point where it's very difficult for me to, like, sift through everything. You know? Use Microsoft Explorer? Like, just the standard notes, you mean? Can't even see the names of countries because you didn't pay attention, but it's like a diagonal house puzzle piece. Yeah. And heart one. Okay. Yeah, cool. Nice. You're running it as an app on the PC. It's like a wiki, but not online. Easy to build pages and link content. Damn. Save into JPEGs and folders. Oh, I see what you did. Okay, yeah. I know what you mean. Shit. Okay. Well, I've kept the tab open. So, you know, maybe I'll do that. This has been, I'll be honest, like, it was a really good start. And for the longest time, it's been super useful to have access to, like, to these, you know. But I am beginning to feel like, yeah, maybe I should have changed that. Or used something else. Anyway. I also, the thing with Steam Notes, this is something I've had before. Welcome, Neem. Is that it sometimes didn't save my notes. Sometimes it, like, I would... Do you remember that? Like, I'd log on, you know, the next day or whatever, and then it would end up, like, wiping those previous day's notes or whatever. So it's kind of... I'm not sure. Derpel install 7 TV. Nice. Nice, Neem. Now you've got access to so much extra joy. You can see those cheeks clapping. Welcome back, Derp, as well. Welcome back. I don't know. So I'm basically wondering if I've taken a screenshot of something and then it's not saved it. You know? Like, that's kind of what I'm wondering, basically. If so, then I need to... it'd be a little bit devastating. I just don't know. You play it for so long that you end up forgetting things, right? What was that? Oh, the boiler room stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Actually a good question, because you've had a few moments where the notes didn't save. I know, that's partly what I'm wondering. Because I could swear like I've seen her handwriting before. Baroness Oraval's handwriting. Like, I could swear I've seen it. But I can't remember where. And that's just tough. And it may be nothing, but I don't think it's nothing. Anyway, we come back to this. How has everyone had a good weekend? How are you, Neem? My weekend was okay. I had my car broke down this weekend, so yeah. But it's, you know, it's in process, so that's all good. Let me come back to this. You're cursed right now, you drafted an aquarium. Brutal. Goodbye, everything. Exhausting weekend, you were kind of motivated, did a lot of cleaning. Nice, Neem. Nice, congrats. I'm basically just trying to... I'm just looking, hoping that something just clicks. I guess what we could do is go back to the letter before we started looking at the professor thing. I don't know. The professor thing is potentially a hint. Maybe I should write that down. Professor letter. Who is this? And what could the material be? Checked the study. Nothing in there. I was looking at the room directory in general, wasn't I? From mechanical puzzles to architectural blueprints, each endeavor Herbert pursued in this room was realized in the shade of her creative legacy. In the shade of her creative legacy. So she was the one who started the whole thing, I imagine, is what it's kind of on about, right? If there was another note by her and it has been lost, would it be worthwhile if someone knows to whisper that answer to Derp to assess? Not a bad idea though, I'm not sure what we're actually doing. Yeah, whisper Derp and Derp will just be like, I don't know. I guess if I was to ask a question, it would probably be, is there something that I should have seen by now that in any typical playthrough of this you would expect me to have seen that would help? Does that make sense? Just yes or no. Don't tell me what, but just say yes, likely so. Yes. Okay. All right. Fuck. Is there something... Oh, that's annoying, because if it is something that I should have seen that I've missed... Yeah, that's tough, because I don't know if that's something that it might have been something I saw and just didn't... Either I didn't take a screenshot, or I did, and it got deleted. Because that has happened more than once on this playthrough. Steam Notes just didn't do it. I think you have everything at your disposal to solve this. Really? You've seen stuff? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I will... I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore. Yeah, I don't want to know anymore. I'm not gonna... Yeah, please. Please no more. Just yes or no. For goodness sake. No more. My sanity cannot withstand it. Okay. Far out, man. Okay, alright, so then... Yeah. Otherwise, what other things do I have? I don't know what this is. I don't think it's necessarily anything that important, but it's a cool little note, and because Herbert being referred to as the cat, I think it's interesting, the whole thing of the cat, while the cat's away, the mice will play. That's the full phrase, isn't it, you know? But, yeah. I don't know. I just don't even know where I should begin to look. But if it seems like I've got stuff, then that's something. mean, Dovecote? The only other, like, I mean, there's a clock tower puzzle that I've not figured out here. But we know this puzzle. Yeah, 8:15 for Dirk. Sorry, I know I'm being very silent. I'm just looking through to see if there's anything. I really can't think what would be relevant to... Can't think what would be relevant to the cryptograph. And this is why sorting through the screenshots, funnily enough, might actually be the best thing to do, but yeah. Yeah, Legato is like almost as far into the future as you can get. Almost. Legato is a true time traveler. I mean, classrooms. The maid's chamber. Maid is mentioned on the cryptograph, but it feels a bit of a stretch, to be honest. Yeah, he does. He warns us through blueprints and riddles. That's it. Exactly. Man, so many screenshots are just nonsense, right? You built a 4-directional hallway in top right corner. Did you really? How? Very nice. That must be such a slim chance for that to happen. Like, even if it is something that... Oh, yeah, using the prism key. Ah, fair enough. I'm surprised it still gave you that as an option, but... Did it unlock the super house? At the party mansion? About 174 degrees around the planet from me, or 186 if you go the other way. Is it? Really? So it is almost absolutely like straight through Legatoo. That is so cool. Gonna lurk some more. I completely ruined my build. Oh shit. Good luck, Sassy. Unrelated, I just spilled my water bottle. Water gross. Right on top of your phone. Shit. You go straight. You mean if you were to go straight through from yours, it would end up somewhere near Gibraltar? Wow. Okay. I mean, it's, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's still pretty far, but compared to New Zealand, it's quite close, right? Have any of you seen that video of Neil deGrasse Tyson? He's like talking about if you cut a hole through the earth and used it to travel from point A to the other side of that straight line, wherever you go through the earth, it will always take you the same amount of time, like 90 minutes or whatever, if you just like jumped through the hole. I guess not if you're talking about like 10 meters, but if it was like a straight line, just because of like the way that the gravity would speed you up and slow you down. You always end up in China. Wow. That like all roads lead to Rome. You'd have concerns of survival. Well, I used to kind of try and find a way. We used to talk in school, I remember talking with friends about this, being like, what you could do is create like a multi-layered digging device, you know? To protect against everything. Ignoring all of the difficulties. Blah, 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 blah. And now I'm pretty much at the beginning. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, just a heads up. I've got about 20 minutes left on the stream that we'll go. But I, once an hour, need ads to run and I can't stop them. I've been snoozing them, but yeah, I'm just gonna be looking through things here, but they're going to have to run. Yeah, so let me run them now. I'm basically just staring at photos, so I'll just get them out of the way. And then, yeah, we'll still go for another 20 minutes or so anyway. All right. If you get them, we'll see you in a couple minutes. Is there anything else you can work on at this point, or is this now the sticky point? I don't really know anything else to do now, Lego 2. I have like little things that I kind of feel like I could try, but there's nothing that's like, nothing to this degree where I go like, that seems to be like this to me seems to be a big gate that's just like locked and is going like, hey, there's something behind me, you know. I don't really know there's many other things. The professor thing? I mean, I don't know what it is you're wanting to help with. It's the only thing. Is it to help me to discover who the professor is? The thing is, it seems from what we've been talking about, and what's been said, it does seem that, like, apparently I've got what I need in here somewhere, you know? So, I'm just gonna scour through. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, dude. Yeah. Tasty treats. Iced coffee. Cold coffee. I know you said, I think way earlier on, I think you mentioned about the weather being warm, right? It is hot at the minute. (1886) the royals fled. Mr. Pig, remember our old mate?
They call me Mr. Pig! Ah!
You found your most favorite inventory item in the game, which you will consider very hard when to replace with something else. Yeah, the jackhammer? Dude, it is wicked, isn't it? I know, I agree. It's very, very good. If you had that with the thank you, with the outer room thing, you know, that would be amazing. The you know, the root garden, is it root garden? It's tough, right? I feel like I'm looking through everything going, okay, but I don't see. I don't see anything. Yeah, Root Zeller, you get a few dice first and re-roll. Yeah, nice. One of the problems with looking through is trying to not see it with the same eyes as the first time. Yeah. And honestly, my brain as well just goes like, oh, it's this. No, it can't be in that. You know? And I'm already concerned that I've missed it. You know? Vroom, thank you for the hydrate. I'll get some water, actually. Hope all's going well, dude. Hope things are good. No, we don't have aircon, no. Last night, we watched Dune last night, actually, Kelcat and I. Just the first one. I'd already seen it before, but it was a long time back, and, you know, kind of just thought, you know, let's just watch a movie and chill. And, watch Dune for, like, She's not seen it before, and then I'd watched it again. I kind of enjoyed it the first time, but, yeah, it was good to watch it. It was cool. But we were here, and it was just, like, so hot, man. It was like the room is just boiling. It is boiling. We don't have great ventilation, so it just warms up. Just stays hot. That's a Junie emote. Mate, that's funny. Oh, it's Ko. That's sick. I guess because Ko was playing Dune Awakening. Is it Dune Awakening? I never saw too much of that though. I kind of would be curious to see. Yeah, curious to play it. Vroom, you cleaned up the house yesterday so you can chill today. Nice, welcome. You played some more Death Stranding as well. How did that go? You've been playing the Dune game. Saw a bit here and there, looks very MMO-y. Yeah, I think it's got some stuff to do with that, right? An interesting mix for sure. Really good. Cool. Yeah, I'll be playing more Death Stranding later, actually. I'm excited to get into it. Had a good session on it last time, so yeah. Crazy good game. Well, yeah, it's very good. I'm enjoying it. Learn about Mama. Yeah, that's a moment. It's not to do with the eighth angel points to our dreams is a note that I wrote down ages ago, and basically I think what it is when you lower Draxus's scythe, it literally touches the map in the middle of the reservoir. I've got a full picture of the map somewhere. I don't think it's going to be to do with that. I really don't. But if it is, then I have to drain the reservoir again, because there might be something down there. But in order to do that, I need the pump room. So I'm not sure, and I'm not sure I really want to go through all of that to get it. But if it is needed, then obviously it's needed. I'm concerned, man. I'm concerned that I'm missing a note somewhere. Apparently I'm not. Apparently I've got what I need. Yeah. Poor staff still on extended vacation. Yeah, I saw one of their things today that was like one of the staff announcements that was like, yeah, we decided that maybe giving you hints would help expedite the process of us returning to work. I just love this idea. It's like March something. They've been off for like 5 months because I'm just in here just staring at this piece of paper. But so far their hints have only been for stuff that I've already discovered, so yeah. It's very cool though. Again, it's nice to know that the dev put something in to, you know, it's like that elastic, isn't it? Like that elastic band or whatever. It's like it stretches, and that amount of time that you take, it stretches, and then you kind of gradually get more help within the game itself, you know, which is cool, which helps to sort of, yeah, you know what I mean. It's like the more you pull, the further you go, the more likely it is that you're going to find something that'll help. So yeah, it's really smart. It's very cool. Lost, yes. I guess it is rubber banding, yeah, I suppose, but just in a useful sense, not in a I was winning sense. It's the Mario Kart rubber banding when you're at the back of the squad and you get a bullet. We all love that, right? That stuff is great. Bullet instead of blue shell. Some people might end their days faster if they're lost, so getting those hints might be good for some. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. I am at the point now where I'm basically like, I don't really feel like there's any point currently, even though there surely is point, but I feel like there's not much point in me just building anymore, because I'm aware of very specific things that I need to try and figure out. And ideally, I would have photographs and notes sorted out so that I could search and be like, okay, what's this? I mean, I could, to be honest, hold on. Let's just do this. Right. Where's my notes? Give me a notepad. Right. Now, this is my my note. It is these notes I've just copied and pasted in, right? You just got in position 1 and got hit by a fucking blue shell every time. Yep. And then it's like a red shell, and then you're 5th, and then suddenly a green shell comes along. Brutal. Good old Mario Kart. If a few of you play it, by the way, like I haven't done this in a long time, but if a few of you do have it, then we could do some stuff. We could do some races at some point. Be good fun. But I think that's like, you know, it is dependent on whether or not that's something that a few people are up for. Anyway, let's... Whoa. Don't enhance your writing. Piss off. Professor, right. Okay. Found book by Professor R. Willard. Professor. Okay. Baroness. Oreve. That's then. Is that it? Shit. Okay. You break out the N64. Notepad has rich text now. Yes. Yes, it does. I'm gonna go with yes. I know you mean the... Well, I've only got the one on on Switch 1. I've got the Mario Kart 8. Are you fucking with me? No, I don't know what you mean by rich text. I don't know. I'm just saying yes. It's concerning that she's only in here once. Yeah. I have a feeling there was notes. You know, like down on one of the earlier days? Was it day like 8? Here, day 7 and 8 happened. My notes didn't save. Maybe there was something I didn't put down. It's a Windows 11 Notepad upgrade. What is the rich text? What does it do? So much stuff here. I mean... I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if there would be. I'm not sure. Legacy. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, alright. I don't know. If apparently I've got stuff in the screenshots here, then it should be something that I can see. It should be something I'm able to actually look at and figure out. Right. But as I'm looking through, this is the only thing to me that I don't know. That makes me go like, is that related? You know? But I think this is something to do with where you place the clock tower. That's my thought process on this, is that you have to maybe put the clock tower somewhere that you could see a swan in the south. I think I did look into this a bit more at some point. It's probably on my notes, maybe. But something that you can see, something related to swan in the south, winds, or a green room like nuance in the west, antechamber in the north, and then like a black room in the east. That's what I'm thinking. I just don't know what that would do, but you know, that's my only thought with that. Still, there we go. Did you find the angel pointing thing that you were looking for? The angel pointing thing is... I'm not sure if it's something or not, but if it is something, then I have to drain the reservoir again, which is just a bit of a pain. So, I don't know. We could do it. Ten to 2, shit, okay. I do have to cut the stream short today because well, I say cut it short. I'm finishing later than I would normally, but I started later than I normally would as well. Because we're busy this afternoon. So I'm gonna have to come back to this tomorrow. This will be another day of trying to look at the thing. I mean, classrooms. A local professor from like the late 1800s. Like I can't see how that's going to be anybody else. And it must be though. Or it must be something. Curse of Blackbridge. Sorry, what do you need to do with the antechamber room building sigil thing? What do you need to do with the antechamber room building sigil thing? I don't know quite what you mean there. Sorry. Oh, I was looking at the clock tower puzzle. There's a poem in the clock tower which talks about it's southward I see a swan, ashen like the sands of the shore, carried on westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, darker the days coming forth. It's locked in. Like, I've read it so many times, but basically the different colors mentioned in the poem, the different phrases, I think, are talking about the different realms and the sigils. So there are certain things like the wind, for example. Nuance is like a realm where there's lots of wind. Now, nuance is represented by the color green, so I thought maybe in the west, if you've got the clock tower in the center, maybe in the west you need to have a green room. Yeah. And it says the final line talks about eastwards I see a crow, darker the days coming forth. But I don't know, because it's spelt forth, F-O-U-R-T-H, like the number. So it makes me wonder. I have no idea. I have no idea, but I still feel like there's something with that clock tower puzzle. It's just there, staring at me, you know. Question about planetarium. What happens when you use the telescope in the planetarium after you scanned all the planets? I did try that, Smet. I didn't notice anything else after doing all the planets. I just think it's there to give you the 5 benefits. I don't know, man. Apparently we've got what we need. That's important information, I think. Apparently I do have what I need. And I want to... I'm not going to be able to do any note sorting today. But it does make me think that's something to do. If we have what we need. Can't solve shit, I gave up ages ago. Oh yeah, don't worry, it's all good. I got a couple minutes. I'm aware. Oh yeah, I'm aware. Ah, is it castle? Something to do with castle. Don't want to get in trouble. Oh yeah, no, we're meeting family. It's they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Unless it's a blue memo? This is the... Full directory comprises... Yeah, that's okay. In eclipses only appear in the north. That's to do with the poem. Like, I'm sure it's something to do with the poem. Do you always show it 10 minutes late to dinner like you do stream? Oh, yeah, I see how it is. Do you always, like, you know, fall asleep whenever you're, like, talking to someone? The real Alzara was an Arajan soothsayer who belonged to the royal court of Ares. He was banished from the realm in the 15th year of Ajera for a prophecy that did not come to pass. SHS was born 3 years after HSS. Bullseye operation can trigger multiple times. Just gonna go through the rest of these blue ones. I think it's postcard related. It could be to do with the deed. I don't know. Treppy, hello. What lead are you following currently? I'm looking. You know, I'm searching hard. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Apparently, so I'm really like tight lockdown on like, well, you know, mainly tight lockdown on like hints and stuff, but like I did ask before if there's something that I've seen that I should have seen by this point, you know, and if it's kind of helpful. And it was mentioned that I do have that. I think it's in my screenshots apparently. So there's something, but I don't know what I'm supposed to look for. So I'm kind of just like going through it all, but I at the minute I'm not sure. Yeah, but welcome. I actually am. I'm supposed to finish the stream. We're supposed to be heading out in a few minutes' time. Yeah. Did you drink your coffee? I got. Oh, you can't see because it's a green cup. Oh, that's kind of cool. I've got like that much. It's like there. Anyway, I don't know. I'm drinking chroma key juice. Yeah, it helps. It enables you to stand in front of any background. But you have to drink it every day. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to this tomorrow. Leap on it again. Yeah, I will. I'll be back later on tonight. We'll do some Death Stranding later today. Yeah, light bulb moment tomorrow, we hope. We have to believe. We have to believe. You stubborn streamer. Yeah, man. I mean, that is me. It was one way of putting it, I guess. No directions. I will not. I've asked all I want to know at the minute. We'll find it out. What's your time fuse? I don't know. But when it does come, I will definitely ask. But yeah, looks like you've got a couple things to work on tomorrow anyway. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig into it and see, and really just like try different things. It might be worth looking through the directory and being like, right, let's just build and explore every bloody room. I'm gonna dig this manor completely until we uncover it. We will get it eventually. Yeah. I tell you this, last time it was about 5 hours. Yeah, we stared at the castle puzzle for a long time. I've got all blue memos, yeah, I've got all blue notes. Yeah. Which, like, you know, I did think then I'll take a look through them. Maybe I'll take another look at them anyway. We'll see. I feel like I've done a lot, but I'm missing something, if that makes sense. That's how I feel. So, yeah, it's difficult, like, sometimes to manage that, because you feel like you just feel like it's right in front of you and you're not seeing it, you know? But yeah, we'll get it. Anyway, yeah, have a good food afternoon. Yeah, thanks, Legato. I am gonna head off, and otherwise tomorrow morning we'll carry on and hopefully figure it out. But yeah, righto, take care all. Let's go raid. See you later. Bye bye.